Happy Friday, King 5 friends. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett here in the King 5 newsroom on this Friday afternoon, and I am the bearer of great tidings. So originally, when we opened up the forecast on Monday, it looked like we were going to peak around Thursday with temperatures that were going to be in the 70s, and then the weekend wasn't going to be all that great. Well, latest model forecast runs are showing that the weekend's going to be pretty great. Nothing phenomenal, but certainly a lot better than it was looking at the beginning of the week. Can't wait to tell you about it. In fact, here's the first piece of great news. Here's a live look from the King rooftop, and you can see Lumen Field and to a certain extent T-Mobile Park, where the Mariners are starting a homestand tonight against the Miami Marlins. And take a look, you can kind of see there the roof is open. Not 100% sure if it's the first time this season, but it's the first time I've seen it open, so that's definitely a great sign of what's to come. Observed high temperatures across the region today were marvelous. 67 in Bellingham. Quileute took a run at 70. Maybe a little bit more time to see if we can get it there. Port Angeles definitely got there. 72 in Olympia, 72 in Puyallup, and Chehalis is still offline. 61 is not correct, but the 61 in White Pass most definitely is. Here's the details on the Mariners and Marlins game tonight. First pitch is at 6:40, so remember there will be a lot of traffic around Soto, but take a look at those numbers. It's going to be mainly clear, light breeze, dry and mild, all the things that you want to hear when you have a Friday night baseball game. And here's the other good news. As we go into the homestand this weekend, it's going to be the Marlins all the way through Sunday. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s on Saturday and then in the mid 60s on Sunday. That's still about 2 or 3 degrees above average. After some morning clouds, we'll see some afternoon sunshine. So definitely another great day to get out and see some baseball or do virtually anything you like. Here's what your headlines are. It's going to be a user-friendly weekend, so temps will remain above average on Saturday by about a good 7 or 8 degrees. Cooler and cloudier, but still fine on Sunday, as we just saw. And then we're going to keep those showers at bay until Monday, possibly into Monday night. We'll take a look at that together in a moment. 7-day forecast illustrates that story perfectly. So after getting into the upper 60s and lower 70s on Friday, we're basically going to do a repeat again on Saturday. A few high clouds out there, but other than that, just a marvelous day in April. And then Sunday, again, not bad. We'll see some morning clouds and some afternoon sunshine. And then, as we mentioned earlier, the timing's fantastic. We cool it down and wet it down Monday into Tuesday. It looks like the bulk of that rain could come in overnight Monday into Tuesday, so even that's not going to be too inconvenient. And then another rally that puts us in the upper 60s on Wednesday and possibly back to room temperature again on Thursday. Here's how it looks in the big picture. That system that originally looked like it was headed our way decided that it wanted to go to California instead. So it's what's called split flow, and it's heading down towards the south there. It's going to bring some rain and some late season mountain snow to the Sierras and to a lesser extent Oregon, but you can see that we're just this little pocket of wonderful that's going to be somewhere in between some showers in British Columbia and some showers in Oregon. As we go into Sunday, again, it'll be cloudy out there, but it doesn't look like anything's going to really move our way. Possibly some stray showers coming in from British Columbia. And then on Monday, you can see that system moving in, but the bulk of it kind of hits on Vancouver Island before it slides overhead Monday night into Tuesday. And then once we go through Tuesday, ridge of high pressure builds up again, and that's what's going to put us in a warm place this time next week. On a more micro level, a couple of things that will pop up. We've seen the possibility of some showers up near Mount Rainier and up towards Hurricane Ridge in the Olympics. By the time we get to sunset tonight, though, no worries. Just a few high clouds and lots of beauty out there. So Saturday morning looking good as well. Now, there is one interesting thing I'm tracking. There are some showers that could pop up off the Olympics there as some of that cloud cover moves in that could bring some showers to the northern tip of the Kitsap Peninsula, maybe as far east as Everett, but definitely if you're sailing up towards the San Juans, you want to keep that in mind. Now, it doesn't look like anything that's going to be stormy, and it looks like it's going to move through fairly quickly. In fact, it could be all bark and no bite, but my job's to tell you about it, and now I've done that. Saturday night, we're going to see another great sunset, but there will be some marine layer stratus clouds along the immediate coast, and those clouds will start to fill in a little bit more on Sunday, but by the time we get into Sunday afternoon, starting to clear, especially over top of Puget Sound and off towards the Olympic Peninsula. And then we go overnight. Again, looks like we could see a decent sunset on Sunday night with a few clouds out there, and then those showers will finally start to move in on Monday. Future temperatures overnight tonight, looks like they will stay fairly mild. Most of us sitting in the mid to upper 40s. Looks like we'll see 53 in Wenatchee, 46 in Hoquiam, and then here, friends, is what your Saturday looks like. Marble Mount once again hitting some low 70s. We'll find 67 in Cedar-Woolley, 62 in Friday Harbor. Remember, we could see some showers there. Coopville could get some showers as well. 63 in Clinton, 66 in Everett, 67 in Gold Bar. Way down south, we'll find 69 in Auburn, 66 in Enumclaw. You'll find 67 in Yelm, 70 in Puyallup. Congratulations. 42 if you want to head to Mount St. Helens, 65 in Longview. And if you are heading out to the Olympic Peninsula, again, a little cooler and cloudier. We'll see some of that marine layer cloud cover. But as soon as you head inland, Lake Cushman hits 68, Shelton hits 66. 7-day forecast has a pretty decent weekend headed our way. And again, a bit of a cool down and a wet down Monday into Tuesday, but then a quick recovery that puts us back into the low 70s again on Thursday. There you have it. That's an April weekend worth being excited for and making some plans for. Stay dry, stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you here again soon.